Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I'll be giving you guys my player profile on the one and only big ticket, Mekhi Becton, our franchise left tackle, and I'll be breaking down his strengths, weaknesses, expectations going into year two, and just give you guys my overall thoughts of Mekhi Becton starting at left tackle alongside of Elijah Tucker at left guard. I feel like we got a lot of excitement with this offensive line on this New York Jets team. So before I hop into the video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Jets Media, please do not forget to smash that subscribe button. And if you want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYJets_media. And if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into Mekhi Becton. So, as we know, the big ticket is coming off a very good rookie campaign. Every time he was on the field, he looked like a dominant player as a rookie. And what do you expect from a guy that gets drafted 11th overall in the draft and his performance as a rookie? What do you expect, right? All you want to see is the potential, because you know there's going to be growing pains. You know when you're a rookie, you're going to get beat. But he exceeded everyone's expectations, at least mine. I remember at this point last year making a player profile on Mekhi Becton and give you guys what I thought about him. I was like, this man has so much potential, it's ridiculous. But we have to, hone our expectations down because he's a rookie. There's going to be some times where he has some bad games and he's going to get beat. But more often than not, Mekhi Becton was dominating people out there in the passing game and the run game, finishing through blocks, highlight reels all over the place, pancakes. And yes, not saying he had a perfect rookie season. There were some times where he got beat. There were some times where he did not have a couple great snaps. But guys, when you're a left tackle and you look like someone that 80-90% of the time you're beating the guy in front of you, you're a very good football player. And Mekhi Becton's only going to get better. He's only going to get more in shape and more big and physical. And I feel like Mekhi Becton's potential in this league is way better than anybody can really expect. And I'm just so excited to talk about Mekhi Becton because I'm so happy that he was the first draft pick of Joe Douglas' tenure here with the New York Jets, because he came here and he said, as the GM, we need to revamp this O-line. You need to build from the inside out. And what does Joe Douglas do in his first 2 years? He revamps this O-line. He gets Elijah Tucker. He gets Mekhi Becton. He signs Morgan Moses. He brings in George Fant and Connor McGovern, and they're going to be here as veterans. And I'm just so excited for this offensive line going into the season. And I'm going to make a whole video breaking down the O-line, not just Mekhi Becton. So stay tuned for that. So let's get right into Mekhi Becton's strengths. The first strength of his is definitely his size. He is a guy that is physically bigger than anybody else on the field every single time he's on the field. It seems like whenever he's out there, he is just surely bigger and physical and just way more stronger than everybody. No matter who he's going up against, I have the utmost confidence in Mekhi Becton to out-physical his opponent. And that's really awesome that he has that physical advantage. He has the size over anybody else. And then you match that up with his next strength, with his athleticism. That's what makes him such a freak. That's what makes Mekhi Becton so great in the NFL, and what I think he is going to become a very great football player is the combination of his size and athleticism makes him so unique. He's like a unicorn out there. They do not breed tackles that can be 6'7" at this size and be this athletic, run a 5'1" 40, and be able to get off the line of scrimmage that quickly and be able to hold on to your blocks and run the wide zone spread scheme, which we're going to see. It's going to be so fun to watch. So the combo of size and athleticism is definitely something that makes Mekhi Becton better than a lot of other players, simply because he's just an absolute, unique type of player. Another thing he's great at is run blocking. His ability to go out in the run blocking, and it's called Highway 77, as the great Brian Baldinger would say. You get behind him, you're just absolutely getting a hole 99% of the time. And now pair him up with AVT. It's going to be so fun to watch. But whenever there is a handoff to the left side, Mekhi Becton seems like he gets to the first level, and then if he needs to go to the second level and he sees a safety or a little defensive back or even a linebacker, you see him licking his chops, and Mekhi's like, oh, you are dead. And he goes up to him and just absolutely throws him to the ground, plays through the whistle. Love that. And that's the next strength to have for Mekhi, is playing through the whistle. There's not really one or two snaps that I've noticed on film where Mekhi takes a play off. He okay, the play's not near my side anymore. The ball's all the way to the right. I'm going to stop blocking. He continues to have that all gas, no break mentality, as Robert Saleh would love to say, through the whistle. And that's what you want from your offensive lineman in the trenches. You need to be able to play through the whistle, and that's exactly what Mekhi does. He also has a killer mentality, and I feel like this is what separates Mekhi from others as well. When he's on the field, he's a dog. He has the mindset of he wants to be great, and in order to be great, you need to have confidence within yourself, and I feel like his mindset is very well suited for a play style that he has, with that, relentless work ethic on the field, just absolutely dominating people. He loves throwing people to the floor and, throw his body on them as well. Another strength to have, which really isn't a strength, it's just what I feel like he has, which is all-pro potential. I really feel like Mekhi Becton has all-pro potential. Will he become an all-pro this season? It's possible, but I really feel like if he has all the tools going for him and he stays on the field, he has potential to be one of the top offensive tackles in the league. And I'm trying not to be biased when I say this, but after what I saw for his rookie season, you can see all the tools he has. He has everything you need from a left tackle. And then the last strength to have is definitely pass blocking as well. I think he's better at run blocking, but pass blocking is also a strength. It's not like pass blocking is a weakness. He's somebody that can go up there and match up against any edge rusher and, push him out to the outside, let Zach Wilson step up in the pocket. There's a lot of times where he just absolutely shuts down whoever he's going up against and gave Sam a lot of time last season. So pass blocking is definitely a strength of his. So let's get into some of Mekhi's weaknesses. I think the first one is definitely durability, simply because last year he had a lot of nagging injuries. He had to get pulled out of games. It was a little frustrating. And we know that Mekhi Becton is dealing with a plantar, I forgot what it's called. He has like an inflammation in his foot. And that's something we have to look out for. But according to all the sources, going into training camp, Mekhi Becton has no issues, and he's going to be 100% healthy and ready to go for training camp. So that's a very good sign. So his durability is a little issue. He had a shoulder problem. Last year, he had foot problems. He had a couple little naggy injuries, so hopefully he can be healthy, and that's something we have to look out for. Another thing that's not a weakness, is just something we need to keep an eye out, is can he maintain his weight? Can he maintain his shape? And I think that answer has already been answered, honestly. That question has already been answered. You see the footage of what Mekhi Becton is doing in the offseason. He looks like in crazy shape. So this isn't really a weakness. It's just more of something that the coaching staff needs to make sure they're on top of, that Mekhi is maintaining his weight. He is very nutritious, and you can tell that he completely revamped his style going into this offseason, because if you see the footage of Mekhi Becton working out, you can see that he slimmed down, and he is in a crazy different, physical being than he was last year, and that's something that you love to see. And that's really the only weaknesses I have. I feel like he has everything going for him on the field. The only thing that concerns Jets fans and some other people is his ability to stay on the field, and I got confidence that he will this year. Now let's get into some of his expectations. I really feel like when he's healthy, he's going to prove to be a top offensive lineman in the NFL. I really believe that. I've said it over and over again in this video. The only thing holding him back is being able to play football on the field, and I really don't feel like that's that much of an issue. I think it's a little over talked about, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm one of those people. It's just there's a lot of NFL analysts and there's a lot of Jets fans that keep bringing it up. Well, if Mekhi Becton's healthy, well, guys, it's not like he was didn't play last year. He played more than half of the games, way more than half of the games. I'm not sure how many. I think it was like 13 or 12 games he started out of 16. That's not terrible. So Mekhi, he's going to prove to be one of the best tackles in the NFL. I strongly believe that, because of the size and athleticism combination especially with this offensive scheme implementing here, is going to be awesome. Another expectation is he's going to prove to become a household name. And what does that mean? What does a household name mean? That basically means that he will be here for a long time. And I know that Joe Douglas is not a GM that's known to, extend players and give them a lot of money and all this stuff. But the one thing I will say about that is there's not a time yet, obviously, because Joe Douglas has only been here for a couple years, where he's had an opportunity to extend his own draft picks. I think that's where he's saving up the money for, because he knows that Mekhi Becton, whenever his rookie deal's up in a couple seasons, he's going to be due for a big contract. And I feel like that's someone that I don't want to get a little over, think into the future, but I really feel like Mekhi Becton is going to prove to be a household name, is going to be here for a long time, and Joe Douglas wants to secure Mekhi as the franchise left tackle like the Brickashaw Ferguson used to be for the New York Jets. So that's my thoughts of Mekhi Becton and my player profile. Leave a comment down below your thoughts of Mekhi Becton. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go Jets. Peace.